What was that? Here's hoping I have sound. I have since heard from people who are not in my YouTube community, but people that I know who are in YouTube. Now, there the ad works. Who say they've been having the same issues I have. It's a YouTube thing. They've been having the same issues. But the ad worked, and I have voice, so let's pop out the chat and wait for everybody to come in and put it on live chat. Linda's at a hearing aid appointment. All right, I'm going to do my stuff here. The reason you're getting a tea break today is because I still have things to do. This tree is going to get undecorated today. And hi, come on in. This tree's getting undecorated. And I want to, my bookshelf is back in my living room. Now I have to clear the dining room table of tablecloth and the leftover ornaments and stuff Howie's just tossed there. And then I'm going to start cutting fabric for Alex's quilt or live streaming from the quilt frame. What? What you want? You gotta have your time. She's gotta have her time on camera. Oh, look at that Mona Lisa smile. Yeah, hi, everybody. Yes, I know. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That feel good. It's a baby. Oh, my goodness. Get your ears rubbed and your back scratched. Fix your ear. Fix your ear. Fix it. Say, mommy, baby. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you're getting chubby. Can't have you gaining too much weight. It's not good for you. Hey? It's a baby. Can I have a kiss now? Oh, come on. Where's my kiss? Jason, thank you. I had to call her Dracy because that's baby talk. They say that, dogs have a vocabulary, but the vocabulary that they know best is the baby talk the talk you used on them when they were puppies. Oh my goodness, a baby. Oh, yeah, you just cough in my face. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There goes the foot. All right, Mommy's got to get back and visit her friends, okay? You've had your time. Say bye-bye, everybody. Oh, Gracie. Mona Lisa, bye-bye. No, I know you don't want to say goodbye. Say bye-bye. Oh, don't be sad. Mwah! All right, go lay down. Hey, everybody. So, this tree is coming down. I have to clear my dining room table. And because our well pump is acting, it's of course she gets what she wants and leaves, eh? Are you in New York right now, Tigger? How's things going with your other sister? How's things going there? I'm sorry for your loss, but guess what? Okay, you're not there yet. I'm sorry for your loss, but we said this yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. All right? It's time to decompress. Waiting for someone to die or recover are some of the most stressful things that you can go through in your life. And you got to take your time. Get everything done. Get everything handled. And then, look after you. Okay? because the shit hasn't stopped hitting the fan yet, especially with family. I got the tree in the living room's gone. Um, the bookshelf in the dining room's gone. We're getting ready to start up cutting strips, sewing, and quilting. And that's what we're doing this year. Unless it's a day like today where Thursday is the day. Okay. No, the water issue is not fixed. It's working, but if I run the tap, it goes. So Howie filled up my kettle. There's water in a bucket in the bathtub that I use to rinse off after my shower. And if I need to wash my hands or anything like that, I use it. I have flushed the toilet because we're doing the if it's mellow, let it, or if it's yellow, let it mellow thing. But it wasn't yellow. So that had to, that I flushed and crossed my fingers. Because if the pump turns on and stops and continues to run, it means it's overworking trying to get water. And I would have to go down the basement and into the utility room to shut off the pump. And I don't want to do that. So I got my tea and I'm going to wait for Howie to come home to do dishes. Supper's in the crock. Now, it's not a video. It's something new I'm trying. So we will see. Okay? It is a job. This isn't actually that big of a job. It's just undecorating it. I can actually probably... No, I won't leave the lights on it. Just because Howie will take it apart in pieces and take it downstairs. Love eating non-vegan meat. This isn't a vegan this isn't the vegan teacher. Hi, non-vegan meat. I like non-vegan meat too. We had a roast beef yesterday. And I still got some left over, so it'll probably be a leftover makeover meal tomorrow. Or not, because guess what? You've seen me make them all. Today is something new that I'm trying. And if it's successful and I get a thumbs up from Papa, then I'll redo it as a video next week. I made, I'm telling you, we had, I threw all my steak bones in my big crock pot. And Howie's odd, okay? She loves that duck. Was it EJ or Rebecca who sent it? She discovered that if she punches the belly with her nose, it squeaks. Right here, look. I'll get that. See? Let me. Just like that. She punches it. What's that? Okay, but be quiet, okay? Let me just try and keep your squeakies gentle squeakies. Good girl. Good girl. What is the name of the song? I've only played it at the if it's the one I'm thinking of, I only play it at the wait, is it beautiful and slow or is it fast and jumpy and perky? Because if it's perky, it's Tweedledee by Laverne Baker. Today is pork chops and fried potatoes with jalapenos. The duck is his favorite. Quacky. Quacky! Give me Quacky! Give me that Quacky. Give me that Quacky. That's a good name for it, Quacky. Not that one. There is Sam Cooke's. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. She was moaning over there. Oh, I think it's, well, I'm the type of guy who will never hang around. That one? Hey, Renita, that Little Tree book, did you write that? Because if so, I have not read it yet. But I noticed from your Christmas card, and so if I get through it, like not get through it, but if I read it and I get through Christy, would you mind if I read it live? You can't play that for mom. Oh, okay. Let's look at the list then. There is the I'll have to look at my playlist. I'm pretty sure I know which one you're thinking of. Hang on, let me look. My library. Okay, I'm going to give you a bunch of names there, Wendy. Don't do Tears in Heaven, okay? But there is Tears in Heaven. That's a good one. But that'll make everybody cry. Bring It On Home. Strange Magic. Hey, Kelly! Strange Magic or Into the Mystic or Claire de Lune. Okay, I will. I'll message them to you. Claire de Lune is the piano piece by Debussy. Debussy. It depends on how people say it. Strange Magic is by ELO. And Into the Mystic is Colin James. Hey, Freaky Geek! Yes, Dave, after this, I will be doing a reading of Christy. Okay? And this is my day. Live stream with you, reading Christy live, and then going live with my patrons. And then I'm done for the day. And I've got to figure out a way of doing dishes. But I think I'll wait till Howie gets home because that's kind of JB. All right. Okay. Listen. So we're going to be repeating a lot of last year's. This is 2026 now. So the new regime is going to be most, and I mean most, of my regular videos that are edited and uploaded. You guys have been hearing this, but I gotta continue to remind you that any new edited and uploaded videos, finished videos, are going to be on Life with the Wolfies. This is all about live streaming when I'm quilting, live streaming when I'm sewing, live streaming when I'm prepping food, live streaming when I'm sitting here. You know what I mean? This is now a live stream channel. And right now, so is my reading channel for now. Okay? Hang on, I got to get this. So now everybody, hey, Mary Jo, how you doing, baby? Is Donna home from the hospital yet is what I need to know. All right, everybody say hi. And I'm going to go behind the fan. And here we go. Everybody say hi. Okay, let me just send this. If it buffers, don't worry about it. I'm saying there, I'm back. All righty. Fan. I'm all different colors today. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Okay, honey. Well, make sure you drink lots of clear fluids, right? Oh my goodness. So what's coming up? Rebecca and Alex's quilt, finishing Mikey's quilt. So here's what I got in the crock pot today. Let me know if you think, what do you think? I took 2 frozen chicken breasts, of course, threw them in the crock pot. I put in some frozen celery, some chopped fresh pepper, an onion, some dehydrated green beans, and I dumped a can of gelatinous cream of chicken soup over top. And I added, a quarter cup of water, just a splash. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to serve it over noodles or over rice. So that's what I need your help with. All right, let's pop out the participation list and say hello to 9MO. Angela M. Annie Kochira. April Greer. Hi, honey. We've been a bit, eh? BlackRock Kimmy. Claire Quinn. Dave in Yeehaw Junction. Or is it Yahoo? I always want to say Yeehaw. EJ. Freaky Geek. JB. Kathy Pinkstaff. Hi, darling. Kelly T. Mary Jo Mosley. Regina Barla, Renita Madrid, Sandra Volomar, Sarah Sapien, Sherry Leach, Steel Rails, Caramel Home to the one I love, Sue Hagen, Suesby, Tigger Bouncin', and Wild Edibles and Unbridled Creation. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Oh, don't worry about it. Hi, Brenda. Don't worry about it. I read Chatnese. It has been in and out. Yes, Bev. It has been in and out of the hospital. I caught one other live the other day. Glad to be back, able to watch. Well, we're glad to have you back, honey. Who's Terry Petty? Hi, Terry Petty. Don't you worry about it, Brenda. So, yeah, I'm going to be kinder to myself this year. Recovery from the holidays, if nothing else, has taught me that I have to be kinder to myself. Does that mean being lazy and not doing anything? No. It just means I have to find an easier, more comfortable way for me to garden. For me, I may be getting chickens, okay, but not this year. Did Howie get an unexpected Christmas surprise? Like what? Hey, Pen, how's it going? Oh, yeah, please ignore. Please ignore any negative crap. Please ignore any negativity. Ignore the trolls. If you feed them, they stay. So don't talk to them. Don't do anything. I will block and send away. That's okay. Oh yeah. Did you not see the video, Dave? We opened some presents here before we went to Kingston because we couldn't take them all. We just couldn't. We had 3 Husky garbage bags. You know the Husky construction garbage bags? And I was just able to tape the top closed. And then I put another Husky bag over top and flipped it over and taped it again because they rode in the back of the truck all the way to Kingston, right? Yes, he loved it. Howie's not a demonstrative guy. He gets more quiet when he's emotional, and he loves his blanket. Oh, water fix. We don't know. There may be air in the line. I think it was my washing machine that the water pressure was too low, and my washing machine just kept running water in and draining it. So I think our well went down. I think it's a 15-foot well, but Howie says it's 25. So, But we're hoping when Howie gets home that I'm not doing anything except I flush the toilet. And I have a full kettle, and I have a half a 5-gallon jug of drinking water, and I have a 5-gallon bucket with this much water in it in the tub in the bathroom for like washing my hands and stuff. So until Howie gets home, I don't know. I'm not using the water until he finds out what the problem was. Because what happens is if it is a problem with water or I don't know what's going on, but if the pump starts to run and it doesn't stop, it means I have to find a way down the basement through the utility room to shut it off. And then I'm buggered for days. Because I'll tell you something, going to Arthur's, if next time we do it, it will be more planned in advance. Just because of the ride to Kingston and packing and getting ready to go, and then the ride to Kingston and getting in and out of the truck. Okay, I know it sounds really simple, but let me tell you something. My days of getting in and out of the truck are numbered, unless I get new knees. So it's an HE washer. It really does suck. I said to Howie, I'm sick. I'm sick to death of I don't mind the dryer, but I gotta be quiet or it'll hear me and then break down. Trust me. If you think it's like saying, oh God, I gotta get a new car. And then your car goes, yeah, you don't love me anymore. It happens all the time. No, that's what he said. If the pump starts to run, like if I flush the toilet and I can't, and the pump continues to run, to get down the basement and shut off the pump. He's put a piece of tape beside the switch. But the problem is as I don't want to have to do that, because I'm telling you, by the time we got to Arthur's and checked into the hotel, and then we went to Arthur's, and then Arthur went to get Edward, and we had put all the presents in. He lives in a basement apartment, but the laundry room is shared with the owners upstairs. Ow, 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 ow. So we put all the presents in the laundry room, and then he went to get Edward. But it was like after getting in and out of the truck, after days of getting ready for Christmas, and then going down after riding in the truck and going down Arthur's stairs, it just about did me in. I wasn't sure. Usually going down is easier than going up. Not this time. So laundry switch up. There you go. Well, Mary Louie, is it Mary Lewis or Mary Louise? Hi, Mary. Mary L, how are you? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard to our half-acre homestead, where it's really not a homestead much anymore, but here's the plan. Okay, Howie's talking about building a shop up on what I call the parkland, because after we bought it, we had a pig roast and a corn roast, but nobody really comes to visit because we're way too out of everybody else's way. We're originally from like Toronto and Peterborough. Quebec is like foreign to a lot of, not foreign, but it's a trip. Okay. Hello to all. Hey, Freaky. While working, hit the button and change top live to live chat. Thank you, Freaky. So he wants to build a shop, and he's getting all the money angle worked out. He's pretty sure he can build the forms, get some help building the forms, from the sons, maybe Arthur and Alex and Briar, and probably Alex. And then he's going to have a truck come in and pour. Like you got to build the forms, you got to put the sand and the gravel in, and the crushed stone or whatever, and the rebar and all that stuff. And then a truck comes in to pour, and all the guys got to level it. It all has to be leveled, right? And once that's set, he's going to get one of those steel buildings. But we'll see. Hi, Corey. How you doing today, baby? You doing your exercises? It's pretty early in the day for Seashell. She's like 5 hours behind us, so she's probably just getting out of bed. Yeah, she's probably just getting out of bed. I'm making crabapple butter today. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm not fond of crabapple butter. I love crabapple jelly, but not the butter. Good. Glad to hear you're exercising your knee, Corey. Have you got word back about when you're going in for your next step on your tummy? Yeah, Seashell will probably show up if we do an after, probably for the patrons at 4. That's good. Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. So, I'm not doing any videos. I'm not doing much of anything until I know that my pump is working properly. I honestly think right now that there's air in the lines. So I just have to wait for Howie to come home and look at it again, right? He was worried he wasn't going to be able to go to work today, and he had Friday off. And it's like, nah, I got to go to work. I said, okay, just make sure that, I have water to wash my hands, water to make my tea, and I will not flush the toilet unless I absolutely have to. So I got psych evaluation in sending it to gastric surgeon for approval. Good, good. That's an important step, is the psych evaluation, right? Because, it's not a fix-all. They do one step, okay? It's like they put the key, you're in the car. They put you in the car. They put the keys in the ignition. Okay. Now you have to drive carefully and safely, because the rest will be up to you. Right? And it's all about changing your relationship with food. It's all about changing the emotional attachments we have to food. And trust me, holidays, and because I remember, okay, got to remember, I'm an alcoholic who's I'm an alcoholic who's 28 years sober. I'm also 18 years clean of cigarettes. And let me tell you something, cigarettes was harder than booze for me. Okay. But when it came to the food, I didn't realize, even in 12-step recovery, how much I put emotional attachments on food. Like this year, I did not make any Scottish shortbread or snowballs. That was a big deal for me not to make those, because that's a tradition that goes back to my childhood. But guess what? I'm still changing my emotional attachments to food, right? When the load and balance washer keeps running, rinse to balance out load. Lots of water used. You had quilts and linens in your load. Exactly. That's what Howie said, right? So, and it did that for hours. I just thought, because I said, why is it still at 45 minutes? And it's running water into it, but it wouldn't spin. I friggin' hate this washing machine. There's another thing I want. I've been talking about this for a while, but I'm going to start looking in earnest. I want a 1950s big car engine electric stove. You know, the ones with the burners on each side, and then there's 2 ovens, and the burners are like, the burner coils are like that wide. Those things are monsters. And there's one out there, and I would love to have it, but it's like a 6-hour drive. And and there's no guarantee that it's functional. It comes with a box full of extra parts, which I know for a fact Howie would have no problem if it's in running order and it just has to be have things assembled, that thing would be in my kitchen for the rest of my life. And probably, new stuff is designed to break. Yeah, and there's no agitator. Yeah, breaking tradition, and not just tradition, breaking emotional attachments. Okay? Like boiled eggs and toast. I used to have boiled eggs with toast fingers, and now I just eat boiled eggs, right? Sometimes I'll have a piece of toast with them, but I will have boiled eggs and I will chop them up, put a little bit of butter in them, unless the yolk is runny. If the yolk is a bit runny, then I'll just mix salt and pepper and eat it that way. But I remember the emotional attachment because when Briar was here, when he had his nervous breakdown, when Briar was here, I made him boiled eggs and toast. I made him boiled eggs, soft boiled eggs, and toast fingers, and then a slice of toast with the toast fingers on top. And I served it to him, and he went, and I went, what? And he goes, yolky eggs and toast fingers. And I realized then that I have taught the food attachment to my son, emotional food attachment. The GE Stratoliner is a great vintage stove, especially with a deep well cooker. Well, I'd love. I should actually phone my insurance company and find out what it would cost to put an antique wood stove where my airtight is, because it's not just about cooking anymore. I have to lock my knees to start a fire, to load the fire, to clear ashes out and put more wood in. And it's hard on my back and knees. A wood burning cook stove, the firebox is waist high. Right? So I would really. No, I'm not messing with the washing machine. I'm just going to let it do its thing. Like these high efficiency washing machines, 27 pairs of jeans, doesn't mean you're supposed to do that. Right? It just means it can. And so we'll see. We'll see. You leaving? All right. I love you, Wendy. Keep me posted, okay? I love you, and I will message you on. Do I have you on my Messenger and Facebook? Because if so, I will send it the songs you were asking me about. Full size propane and ignites with a 9-volt battery. I would trade it for a 50s model, like you mentioned. Yeah, propane's expensive, right? Propane's expensive. And I would like to check and see what it would be with my insurance company to put in an antique, as long as it's in good shape and it's properly installed. I got this news from the guy we bought wood from this fall, because he said, I said, you got 2 chimneys? He goes, yeah, I got a airtight and a cook stove. I said, is it a new cook stove? He said, oh no, it's an old one. And I said, well, what does your insurance company say? They said, as long as it's properly installed, they don't bother with it. So I'm going to be phoning my insurance company today, and I may be on the hunt for a wood stove. I want a wood cook stove, and I want a 1950s big car engine style kitchen stove, electric. So it gets plugged easily. No, we haven't figured it out, Lady Luck. But now that you're here, I'm sure it's going to get fixed. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to update you on what's going on. I'm going to set up now for my reading for 3 o'clock, and in between, I'm going to be undecorating this tree. All right. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And we will see you tomorrow, either at the quilt frame or cutting fabric for Alex and Becca's quilt. All right. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And don't forget, okay? Don't forget, just because we don't see each other and sit down and have coffee at my kitchen table and stuff, doesn't mean you're not my community, because you are. Don't ever forget that. My love And my thoughts go to you guys first every day. I get up, I go to the bathroom, I put Gracie out, I feed and give her fresh food and water and all that stuff. And then my first thought after all of my morning routine is done, or my get up routine is done, you guys are the next thoughts in my head, right? Now, should I put my chicken and vegetables with cream of chicken soup over rice or over pasta? That's my last question before I go. A wood cook stove would be awesome, yeah, but new ones are like $7,000. That's something I don't have, right? I love you. Pasta. Well, you know what? I'll phone Howie at 3 and I'll ask him too, because I'm pretty sure he'll say rice. He'd rather have rice over pasta. No, he would rather have something over rice than over pasta. Right. I have been doing that too, praying for family and friends community here. Hi, Joe. I'm going to email you today. Don't let me forget. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you probably tomorrow. Mwah! Reading with Beverly Wolfe, 3 o'clock. Christy. Chapter 24. Okay, we'll see you at 3 o'clock on Reading with Beverly Wolfe. Well, that works, Wild, eh? Don't you make a wet licky spot on my bed. I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, you're my baby. All right, take care. God bless everybody. Mwah.